So are there any misconceptions of like being in a MrBeast video that people might not know about?
We didn't even know if we were going to be there for multiple days. They refused to tell us. We ended up making a full samurai outfit and sword out of the dollar bills, and that didn't end up even like making the B-roll.
Lonnie, thank you very much for joining me for this interview. So you were in the Boys vs. Girls $500,000 Circle Challenge, correct?
I was in the circle.
And you lost.
I lost.
How were you picked for a video? Because someone like me, I've always wanted to be in like a MrBeast video or a big YouTube video. How did you get selected?
So if you want to be in a MrBeast video, he will post these Google form links on his Twitter. He has a Discord, sometimes it's on there. And he has an account on, I believe, TikTok and Instagram and Twitter called MrBeast Recruiting. And on there, they will be looking for people all the time to be in challenges. You fill out a Google form, and then if they feel interested in you, they will contact you to do an interview process. And they will kind of just try to get to know you and who you are and what you bring to the camera. And then if they like you enough, they will bring you into a challenge. Me personally, I was an alternate, so I skipped the whole casting, audition, interview process and just kind of showed up and got lucky. We ended up making a full samurai outfit and sword out of the dollar bills, and there was like a huge Nolan came in, he had a lightsaber, it was a huge fight, they ran around the circle. I thought it was really funny, really entertaining, and that didn't end up even like making the B-roll. I thought that was interesting.
What was he like in person? What was MrBeast and his team like?
He's a very, very fun guy. Very, very chill. Very, very nice. And he was very willing to let us pick his brain apart, figure out whatever we wanted to. He was answering any questions we had.
So are there any misconceptions of like being in a MrBeast video that people might not know about?
Well, I'll tell you this, all the money, I see this a lot. People think, and I used to think that the money in the videos was all prop. It's all real. It's all real money. It was 500,000 real dollars in the container in both of the circles.
How did you know it was real?
Because you're not allowed, at least in the United States, to use real money in a movie and or make fake money that looks identical. So it has to say Motion Pictures of America, but it was authentic real dollars.
So when you got there, then did you know what you were about to be faced with? Did you know what he had planned for the video? Did he tell you anything beforehand?
So we had no idea what was going on. When I showed up, I had to sign some paperwork, and one of the papers said 100 versus 100 challenge. No clue about it, what that meant. We didn't even know if we were going to be there for multiple days. They refused to tell us how long the challenge could possibly take.
So the fact it was 100 hours, then you were there for what, like 3-4 days?
It ended up being, I think, 4 days and like 4 hours or something like that just in the circle.
How did you find the attention, like when the video was published? Did people recognize it was you? And
so when the video came out, I was just doing my thing. I was with my family, and I, for the next few days, was getting phone calls and text messages from people I had not seen in years. So family and friends or people I've known definitely recognized me.
So did you get, although you didn't win, did you get paid for being in a MrBeast video?
I did get paid. We got paid in particular for our shoot. It was, I believe, $500 for the losers and then $5,000 for the winners, but it changes. It varies from video to video. It became a running joke while we were in the circle. It was like, if we lose, it's $5 an hour for 100 hours is what we talked about.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah, so at the end, it was like 100 hours and, but it was fun.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. The experience was worth it.
So once you filmed then, how did they treat you after the video? Was it like, okay, right, go home now? Or was it, you can stay and talk and vibe?
For the guys, it was go home now.
Really?
So the girls got to stay and they filmed a little bit with them after, and then they went their separate ways. But they were not there much, like 10 minutes longer than us. But yeah, they took us and they shuttled us back to the parking lot. And some of us, though, they were nice enough to offer us all a hotel for the night because we had been staying in a circle. So we got to stay in a hotel and actually get some good sleep and not sleep on turf for the first time in a week. So the food situation in particular was interesting because they like to give us oatmeal, and they showed it in the video, but we had oatmeal, I believe, like 6 different occasions. We had it for breakfast every day. And then on the final day, we had oatmeal for each meal, but the catch was it got worse each time.
Yeah.
And so it was, the food was not great when it was oatmeal. Everything else was fine. We had at the 24-hour mark, they brought in chefs for us, and we had like a hibachi meal. It was really cool.
So if you are in a MrBeast video and you win the money, how does that process work? Because I'm guessing they don't just give you the cash that's in the studio.
And what happens is the same thing that happened with me getting paid to participate. They kind of just direct deposit into your bank a few days after. If you won a car, because there's a boy and a girl who won a car in the video, you absolutely could leave the video and drive the car off the set. You could 100% do that. That is your car to take. But they will offer you to return the car back to the dealership and give you every dime they get for the car.